There's a fire in 5112. Call 911. I'm going for the extinguisher.
Okay, be careful.
Fire, a word that is one of the most terrifying in the human language. Although more people are killed in residential fires, the danger of casualties and a large dollar loss is especially great when considered in terms of a fire happening in a school or public building. These facilities have a great amount of square footage, are frequently several stories high, and usually have many occupants to evacuate. Being trapped in a fire is an unspoken fear of people who work in public settings. Unfortunately, many public employees are not prepared for a fire occurring at their workplace. The purpose of this video is to acquaint you with the use of handheld fire extinguishers. What should you do if you smell smoke, discover a fire, or become aware of danger in the workplace? In order to prevent injuries or possible loss of life due to a fire in your building, it is critical to know the proper course of action. In the event of a fire or other dangerous condition, calling 911 and sounding the alarm to warn building occupants are the first actions which must be taken before any attempt to fight the fire with a handheld extinguisher. Ensuring professional firefighters have been notified and the building is being evacuated must take place before any other consideration. In some cases, fire alarm systems are set up to alert the fire station directly. Even if this is the case, a 911 call should still be made to make sure the alarm was received and to give them more information about the emergency. After steps of notifying emergency personnel and warning building occupants have been taken care of, a decision can be made about using portable fire extinguishers to fight the fire. If the fire is small and you are confident you can put it out, use the fire extinguisher. If you are concerned the fire is too large, don't try it. Get out and let the trained firefighters do their work. Federal regulations require employers who provide portable fire extinguishers in the workplace must train employees how to use them. Your fire plan should include the location of the fire extinguishers and fire alarm pull stations. Extinguishers should be located in strategic places and clearly marked so they can be located quickly and used while a fire is still small. In low-hazard state facilities, extinguishers should be placed within a 75-foot travel distance. Used correctly, portable fire extinguishers can save property and lives by putting out or containing a small fire until the fire department arrives. Portable extinguishers come in a variety of sizes and are clearly labeled for the type of fires they can be used on. Fires are categorized into various classes based on the type of combustible materials involved. The current types of fires are Class A, B, C, D, and K. Class A fires involve ordinary combustibles such as wood, paper, and cloth. Class B fires involve flammable liquids such as gasoline, paint thinner, oil, and petroleum grease. Class C fires involve energized electrical equipment, including wiring, fuse boxes, circuit breakers, machinery, and appliances. Class D fires involve combustible metals such as magnesium, titanium, or potassium. This type of fire will not be common in state-owned buildings and schools. Class K fires involve commercial kitchen appliances with combustible cooking media, cooking oil, or grease. Portable extinguishers are manufactured to match the classes of fires. Modern cooking oils and greases burn at a much higher temperature than in the past. Because of that, in 1998, a new class of fires and extinguishers was created, Class K. Class A B, and C extinguishers are simply not able to put out kitchen fires of this type. The cooking oils and grease will reignite time after time when the wrong type of extinguisher is used. Type K extinguishers have a special wet chemical which both lowers the temperatures of the cooking grease or oil and smothers it. A Type K extinguisher features a wand that allows getting the spray close to the fire while maintaining a safe distance from the flames and heat. In this side-by-side comparison, you can see the difference in effectiveness of the Type K extinguisher. If your building has a kitchen area, extinguishers must be updated to Class K and placed within 30 feet of the cooking area. You should check to be sure that the new specialized Type K extinguishers have been installed. State buildings and schools have multiple use extinguishers in general areas rated for Class A, B, and C fires. Before you decide to fight a fire with a portable extinguisher, be sure of the following. 1. The fire is small enough to be extinguished with a portable unit. Do not try to fight a fire that is large or spreading rapidly. 2. You know what materials are burning, and the extinguisher is the right type to use. 3. You know how to operate the extinguisher. The time to learn is not when you have a fire situation. 4. You have an escape route if you fail to extinguish the fire. If you do not feel that you will be safe and have a way to evacuate the area if unsuccessful in extinguishing the fire, do not try fighting it. Leave immediately, closing all doors as you go to slow the progress of smoke and flames.
As you return to your work area, locate the fire extinguisher that you're most likely going to be using in the event of a fire. The fire extinguisher that's located in your work area is probably your first line of defense in the event of a small fire. Most likely you're going to encounter a 10-pound multi-purpose, or also known as an ABC fire extinguisher. These are also lightweight, so most people physically can handle one of these, and yet they still have enough firefighting capability to put out most small fires. This extinguisher can be used on all types of fires: paper, wood, trash, electrical, grease, oils, that type of thing. However, not all fire extinguishers are identical. This stainless steel water pressure extinguisher has limited use. It's used strictly for like a trash can, upholstery, clothing. It's used only on Class A type fires. 2.5 gallons of water is what's within this unit. The other type of fire extinguisher is a carbon dioxide. This particular one's a 10-pound fire extinguisher. This extinguisher here would be used on live electrical fires like live panel boxes. It can be used on flowing fuel fire like at a gasoline island. And then the other limited extinguisher, this is the new Class K fire extinguisher. These are now required in all areas where there is a deep fat fryer. If vegetable oil is used to cook like French fries, these extinguishers must be located within 30 feet of the deep fat fryer. They're not to be used, however, until after the automatic fire suppression system discharges, and then should a reflash occur, this is when these come into play.
Okay, I think everybody did a great job of using the fire extinguishers. There's a few things that we noticed that maybe we could help you out with to make it a little more efficient effort in using a fire extinguisher and helping you out in your knowledge of the use of fire extinguishers. One of the things I noticed is that when you take it off the wall, you need to look and see if you are fully charged up in the green. Otherwise, you won't have a fire extinguisher that's useful. The next thing you want to do is, rather than taking the fire extinguisher to the fire at that time, is get prepared right where you are at, away from the fire. And that would be by pulling the pin, having the hose out, and stepping towards the fire, because you have to remember that this is your only chance to put out the fire with the fire extinguisher. Once it's used up, then the fire is going to be out of control if you don't get it knocked down the first time.
Okay, we're going to talk about the PASS system.
What does PASS mean?
PASS is an acronym. It stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So what we do is we first pull the pin, aim at the base of the flame, squeeze the lever, and sweep back and forth across the base of the flame.
Let's review the four-step PASS procedure. Pull the pin. A safety pin must be removed to unlock the operating lever. Aim low. Point the extinguisher nozzle or hose at the base of the fire. Squeeze the lever above the handle. This discharges the extinguishing agent. Releasing the lever stops the discharge. Sweep from side to side, moving carefully toward the fire. Keep the extinguisher spray aimed at the base of the fire and sweep back and forth until the flames appear to be out. Portable fire extinguishers discharge much faster than people think. A small one has a charge which lasts less than 30 seconds. If the fire is not extinguished and your extinguisher runs out, you should retreat immediately and seek additional help.
Fire extinguisher training is invaluable. With the many thousands of state employees we have in the many hundreds of state buildings, it's critically important that the people that work in these facilities know where the fire extinguishers are located and know how to use extinguishers before a fire is the time to learn.
I really liked learning that there are different types of fires, the ABCs about fires. I didn't know that, and that you need that when you buy a fire extinguisher.
It was a good experience having hands-on. I've got 2 extinguishers at home and have never even looked at the instructions, and we'll probably go out and replace them because they're probably not the right type. I haven't really looked at them, and so this was a good experience.
Well, I thought this was really very valuable training, and it's very important for all of our staff to have this, and I think they appreciated it, knowing how to use a hand extinguisher. If we ever have an emergency, I think the people here will be prepared.
It was great. It was good to have hands-on. I've never done anything like this before. I bought one, but it just sits under my sink, and to actually do it and be successful was great, and I feel much more confident about it now.
Used properly, a portable fire extinguisher can save lives. Take the time to learn about the fire systems in your work area and building. Your life may depend on it. This video was made by the Utah Division of Risk Management for use by our clients. We hope it will help with training your employees in the proper use of handheld fire extinguishers. If you're using this video for training, we suggest after showing it to your employees, you have some extinguishers to pass around for people to read the instructions on the back and become accustomed with handling them. The time to become familiar with instructions and the working of an extinguisher is not when you have a fire situation. If you want a hands-on experience, most local fire departments will give you training. However, you will have to pay for recharging the extinguishers used. Now that you have viewed this video, we ask that you take the opportunity to become familiar with fire safety equipment in your building and learn how to use it.